to my channel and thank you so much for watching. Today I have another tutorial for you, and this one was actually requested. I was wearing this look in an Instagram post talking about my new obsession, which are the Stila liquid lipsticks. And everybody seemed to love the look, and I was so surprised because it's not really that complicated or fancy, but anyway, everybody seemed to love it, so I decided I would throw it together in here and film it for you. It's a very simple, quick and easy mauve pink matte eye look, and then it just has the mauve nude matte lip to go with it and kind of a mauve cheek. Everything is very mauve, very nudish, very understated, but very perfect for winter. It's nice and warm and cozy, but not too overstated. So I really like it, and I hope that you guys enjoy the video. If you do, make sure to give the video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below, and I will see you next time. Bye!
Okay, so let's get started. I've got my base on and my concealer is baking. I've already primed my lids, and we're going to set them using Makeup Geek's Vanilla Bean eyeshadow. I just like to press this all over the lid. Then we're going to go in with Cupcake from Makeup Geek, and we're going to take my favorite Luxie 227, and we are going to run Cupcake through the upper crease, focusing it on the outer corner but bringing it all the way into the inner corner. Just subtly, very kind of gradient effect, starting darker in the outer corner and working our way in. And I'm really building up this color. You're gonna see I keep going in and just kind of dragging it down onto the lid because I really want to create a nice depth. We won't be using very many shadows, so I'm taking my time to really make sure things are blended and even. Now we're going to go into the Lorac Pro Palette, and I'm going to take the shade Mauve on the same brush, and I'm going to start running this through the crease, but just a little bit lower than Cupcake. And you can see I'm holding my brush for the majority of this very close to my face because I'm trying to use the flat edge of the brush to get a really nice, precise line. But then I'm going to go in and really buff and blend it out. I'm focusing this color in the crease in the outer corner, but I am dragging it down onto the lid to create that really cool ombre effect. You'll see that I do that with most of the shadows. Next, I'm going to take a big fluffy brush and I'm going to go back in with a mixture of Cupcake and Vanilla Bean, and this is just to blend everything out and make sure that everything is super smooth and super blended. Because this is such a natural kind of pared down look, especially for my taste, I really like to make sure everything is super blended. Now I'm going back in with Mauve on that original brush just to kind of amp up the cut crease sort of look that we're going for, but make sure everything is blended. Now I'm going to take a flat shader brush in the shade Light Pink from the Lorac Pro Palette, and I'm going to place this shade all over my lid, blending it smoothly into the purple shades in the outer crease. I'm actually going to kind of buff the two shades together in a backwards and forwards motion. Then I'm going to take a smaller pencil brush and I'm going to take the shades Mauve and Espresso mixed together, and I'm going to further deepen up that outer corner. I'm just placing the color directly into the outer socket, and now I'm going to go back in with Cupcake from Makeup Geek and blend everything out. Moving on to the face, I am going to sweep off all of the excess powder under my eyes, and then I'm going to move on to setting the rest of my face and bronzing. My absolute favorite bronzer for the day today right now is the Stila Stay All Day Bronzer for Face and Body in the shade Light. It is such a gorgeous bronzer, especially for us fairer girls. It is the absolute perfect shade. It's not too warm and it's not too cool, and it's just like perfection. And I just love to buff this all over my face, mostly on the outsides, so forehead, temples, cheekbones, down my neck, and sometimes I will bring it just a little bit over the mouth just to add a little bit of color in that section. And I can't go a day without a little bit of contour in my life, so I'm going to use my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm going to use the coolest tone shade and my Morphe contour brush, and I'm just going to add a very subtle contour. I'm not doing as heavy as I normally do, but I still have to add a little bit. Now, as always, I'm going to switch it up and go to my Real Techniques contour brush to blend out that contour on the cheeks and then contour my temples. And then, of course, I will switch to my smaller brush and do my nose. And I will also grab my Real Techniques buffing brush to make sure everything is blended and smooth and looks airbrushed. Now on to highlighting, of course. I am going to take the Kat Von D Metal Crush eyeshadow in Thunderstruck, my favorite highlight, and of course my favorite Morphe brush, and I am just going to add as much glow as I possibly can onto my cheekbones, just above my eyebrows, in the middle of my face by doing the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, the Cupid's bow, and just under the lips on the chin. Oh, and of course, the eyebrow just underneath the arch of my brow and in the inner corner of my eye. And actually, for the inner corner, I was dragging it onto the lid a little bit. And for blush, I'm using one of my absolute favorite winter blushes, and that is Benefit's Rockateur blush. And I actually like using the Benefit brushes with the blushes. I don't really know why, but I do. I apply it with their brush, and then I always blend it out with a buffing brush, just to make sure everything looks really good. Now back to the eyes. I'm going to take the shade Mauve from the Lorac Pro Palette on a pencil brush, and I'm going to run that along my lower lash line, and I'm adding quite a bit of shadow here. I was really trying to make the eye a rounded shape, so as you can see, I placed the product under the eye and then made sure to connect it to the top. And then I'm going back in with Cupcake from Makeup Geek and kind of blending everything out. But I wanted it to look kind of smoky on the lower lash line. Now I'm going in with light pink, and I'm just going to use my finger for this. And I'm just placing it right on the inner third of my eye. And of course, mascara, going in with the L'Oreal Voluminous mascara, which is a favorite of mine. Just coating those lashes after they've been curled, and adding as many coats as I possibly can because I like some drama and some volume. I'm not using any eyeliner in this look, which I know, major shocker, but I did not want any sort of liner on the top of the lid. I just thought that the kind of naked look was really pretty. I am going to tightline just to make sure that you can't see any of my natural lash color because I do have blonde lashes, so I feel it's necessary. Now for lips, I'm going to go in with the Stila Stay All Day liquid lipstick in the shade Baci, which is my favorite nude of all time right now. And I am so in love with it, and I absolutely love this formula. I just cannot get enough of it. And that is it. I really hope that you guys enjoyed the tutorial. If you did, make sure to give the video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye!